Okay, let's jump into GA4. Let's go into Google search, type in GA4 demo account. First link, demo account analytics help. Scroll to the middle. First link, GA4 property, Google merchandise store. Click that. Nice. So this is your home page here. It shows an overview of your users, conversions, event count, and sessions. You can click here for a real-time view as well. It'll show you all the various users around the world that are on your site and the events that they're triggering. These are your recently accessed reports, and here are various suggestions. Head over here on the left to Explore. Click on Blank. You also have the option to click on these various report templates, but for the purpose of this demo, we're going to click on Blank. So this basically doesn't have anything in it. This is allowing you to add rows and dimensions and whatnot. It's a lot better than just using one of the templated reports and then deleting the various aspects. So let's just start playing around. I don't really have anything in mind, but I just want to show you kind of what to do if you get stuck, and also how to just try things within the report. So you've got your dimensions. Let's type in Google Ads. Okay. Google Ads campaign. Let's try that. Import that. Make it a row. Right. If it doesn't drag over, sometimes it doesn't. Just click on this area here, row, and type in Google Ads campaign. Under values, let's look for active users. So in order to populate this values area, you need to go to metrics, type in active users, right? Hover over to find out what an active user actually is. How is it defined? So this is the total number of active users. Okay, what's the difference between active users and total users? Type in total users, hover over it. These are the total number of unique users who have logged an event. Let's do that. Import. Let's see if we can drag this over to values. Yep, looks like we can. Good. Okay, here we go. So, right, we've got out of a total number of users, these can out of all these users. So these are 3 performance max campaigns based on our dimension of Google Ads campaigns. So the title says PMax, so I'm just assuming these are PMax campaigns. But out of all of these users, 13 users came from this campaign, 10 came from this campaign, and 1 came from this campaign. Okay, so let's add other metrics as well. Let's try giving a metric of conversions, let's say, or purchase revenue. So how many of these users bought something? So I'm gonna add it here to metrics, and then over here to values. I clicked on here and I added purchase revenue. So nobody from these campaigns actually bought something. Okay, let's see if we can drill down to see where these users came from. So Google Ads campaign, let's add another dimension. So click on the plus sign here next to dimensions. And then let's click on source. Import. And under rows, we're going to just add source. So we can click on this, drop or select dimension, right? Source. Okay, so from this newsletter, 198 people out of this amount of people purchased or spent approximately $1,500 from Bing, they spent 347, 95 people, and so on and so on. You can increase the number of rows to 250. Okay, and then we can actually see our Google Ads campaign. Okay, here's that. Nobody bought anything. Oh, here's 149 from a newsletter sent out in 2023. 7 people. Out of those 7 people, or in those 7 people, $149 was spent. Cool. 9to5google.com. People coming from that as a source, 4,000 people spent $2,252.03. This is a useful report. Okay, so we've got source and Google Ads campaign as a dimension. So if I do this, I can move it. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. Source should be first. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So we can see whether it was influenced. If the source was influenced by Google Ads campaign. You can see here, the source is Google, and then the Google Ads campaign. Okay. What else can we do? Let's get rid of the Google Ads campaign. Any refunds? Maybe let's look at refunds. So under metrics, I've just searched refund. I'm going to drag it here. No refunds. Okay, you can see it just says 0. Metrics. How many of these were a first-time purchaser? So I'm going to add that. So I'll drag this over here under values. Should be on the right side of refund. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so from 9to5google.com, out of these users here, out of these 4,434 users, 62 of them bought something for the first time. Is there a repeat purchaser? Let's see, how many of those are repeat and how many are first time? Max daily, average purchase revenue. Okay, they don't have a repeat. 1 day repeat. Total purchasers, maybe that's a good one to use. I'm going to get rid of refund. It's not likely giving us any data. Okay, so as I thought, 9to5google.com, 62 were first-time purchasers. That's actually the total. Here we go. From a January 2024 newsletter, out of 100, this newsletter drove 198 people to the merchandise store. 24 people spent $2,444.18. Out of those 24, 16 of those people were first-time purchasers. Cool. So that's neat. So you can see I'm just playing around with GA4, right? I'm just kind of curious. And this is how I want everybody to kind of click around and see what they can learn just in the Google Merchandise Store. Give it a try. You won't break anything. You'll certainly learn something, as I did. But this free-form report is certainly a good way to do it. and make sure it's a blank report. So like I did, I went over to Explorer, I clicked on blank report, and I just started clicking around. There's one report I want to make with regard to the queries that triggered a Google Ads campaign. Now, I used to be able to do this, but since these are Performance Max campaigns, I don't think I can anymore. You can do it with search campaigns, but with Performance Max campaigns, I don't think you can. But let's see. Let's give it a try. I'm going to make my date go all the way back to January 15th to today. Apply. Okay, so for dimension, I'm going to type in Google Ads. Google Ads query, Google Ads keyword text. I don't know which one it is. Let's try Google Ads campaign. Let's just select a bunch of Google Ads things. Query, keyword text, campaign, and account name. Import. And I'm going to add these as rows. Let's add them in an order that makes sense. So account name. So okay, if it doesn't want to drag, I'll click here. Account name, campaign. Is there one for ad group? That would be cool. Google Ads. Ad group name. Yeah, that's useful. Okay, so we'll do it in an order. Google Ads account, campaign, ad group. Is there one for ad? Ad group ID. No. Okay, no. Google Ads. What was the query and what was the keyword text? That's useful. So the query is what somebody searched, and I want to see what that search, which keyword that triggered, that search triggered. Because it could be broad match, right? So if it's broad match and I search, pens, maybe I had a keyword of ballpoint pens or something like that. So how do we do this? Now columns. So I've got all my rows. I want a column. Here, let's go to values. Let's add some metrics as values. We'll just say active users. And remember, what is active users? So total number of active users. So that's everybody. Okay. Okay, so this looks ugly. So let's instead of making them rows, let's make them columns. Will that look better? Okay, so right, I click here and then I go Google Ads account name, Google Ads campaign. Okay. I see. So you can only do two. Account name, campaign, and then let's say query, keyword text. Oh, this is ugly too. Campaign. This is better. Okay, what have I done here? So we've got here a Google Ads campaign, and it's got the name of the campaign. It's got the query. This is what somebody typed in, Google Apparel, and this is the name of the keyword, Google Apparel with title case. And 8 active users out of 5,309 were driven to the site by this campaign, triggered by this keyword. Okay, now let's add conversions. How many of these people bought something? Actually, I purchased. Total purchasers, first time purchasers. We'll do total and we'll do first time. I like doing that, like what we just did before, but now we're going to correlate it to Google Ads campaign, query, and keyword. I have a feeling this won't work. First time, total. It worked just fine. Okay, so nobody bought anything from these campaigns. Plain text. Can we change the way this looks? Heat map. It's the name of the campaign is making this very tall. Okay. Maybe I can get rid of the campaign. Let's put the campaign here. So it's just going to sit at the top. Oh, this is way better. Okay, this looks nice. So let's get rid of these, and see what kind of insights we can get. So for this particular campaign, it drove 1,074 people total. So that's 22.2% of the total. Oops. Okay, here are all the keywords. This is what people search for. This is the keyword that got triggered, but nobody bought anything. Oh, here's one. Oh, look at this one here. So this particular campaign, out of a total of 984 active users, drove 984 active users. That's 18.5% of the total. 20 people bought something, all of which were first-time purchasers. How do I know which keywords triggered the purchase? So I want to kind of order it based on that. Can I sort things? Because all of these are saying 0. Can we change the visualization? What a bar chart. No, that looks ugly. Geomap. Go back to table. Does it keep it? No, it got rid of a lot of it. Google Ads query, active users, total purchasers, first time purchasers. Okay, this is kind of cool. Google Apparel of 5,354 active users. Google Apparel was searched by 191 people. Out of that 191, one person bought something. That person bought something for the first time. I like seeing the difference between query and keyword. See? This is actually good insight, but I want to see, this is a good dashboard, but it's nice to know what the campaign is. So I think adding it here at the top would help. I think it'll add it at the top. Taking a while to load. Maybe I have too many rows. Yeah, 250 rows. Oh, it did load, okay. Anyway, I like this. Oh, this is cool, actually. Okay, so this is what I wanted to create because it's showing me how much these keywords are being triggered. So this is what somebody searched for, Google Ads Merchandise Store. And this is the keyword that's being bid on. All right, so it's a title case version of that. And then in this particular campaign, okay, 484 people got to the site because of this keyword. And then 15 people bought something, and those 15 people bought something for the first time. Neat. Okay. Well, there you have it. It's 10 o'clock and I'm playing around with GA4. So this is a good way to do it. Go to Google search, type in GA4 demo account, find it. It was the first link for me, and play around with the Google Merchandise Store and do some data science before bed. Hopefully this was useful, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer them in the comments. All right. Have a good one. But I'm actually pretty happy with this dashboard. It's kind of neat. Have a good one. See ya.